Dilip, Bilcon is the next company which is on our radar. We'll find out how the state election verdict will impact the company's prospects. What's the impact on the company's business is going to be. Rohan Suryavanshi, the head of strategy and planning at the company, joins us on the phone line. Rohan, if you could just tell us, there will be a change of government in 3 of the key states. What is the revenue contribution that you get from Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh as well as Rajasthan? And therefore, will the change in government impact the prospects, because we are entering into the election year as well?
Hi, first of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. It's been quite a cliffhanger yesterday, but I congratulate Congress for, putting up the fight and coming to power in these states. Now, for us, as personally, we have very little work in all 3 of these states, and I've actually mentioned this earlier as well. If I talk specifically, MP state government, less than 5% of our total order book of 25,000 crores is in the state of MP. Similarly, and Rajasthan put together, the less than 5% is in the state of MP and Rajasthan. 95% of our orders are from the national government, and these states contribute only as much to our revenue. So we don't see any kind of impact on elections. And Dilip Bilcon is a national player, so we don't we are immune to these changes, because we have a working relationship with every government.
Right, we understand that, Rohan. If you could tell us, were there any orders which were lined up for maybe tendering over the next few months? Any changes in that? If you could give us the quantum of orders which are lined up for the next few months?
The total quantum of orders lined up by the national government for the next few months is totaling almost 95,000 crores. 40% of this is in HAM, and the rest is in EPC. Now, these are the projects that we're talking, and these projects are spread across India. So, but that's the core target for us.
And the state governments?
State government is not a very big focus for us. Like I said, 95% of our order book is from the national government. So we don't really actually look at state government orders. So almost, like I said, 24,000 crores of our 25,000 crores order book is from the national government.
Rohan, the NHAI award rate has been slow up until now. The expectation was that we will see bunching up of orders, say in November and December, in order for NHAI to meet its full year target. Now we've come to the end of December. How has it been, and what is your expectation?
The target definitely has been, far behind what they actually wanted to do. Even though while we remain hopeful that the government will award a good number of projects, but I don't know if the total 90,000 crores, like which I said right now, which has already been sorted and tendered out, if all those projects are going to be awarded. But the good part is, all construction companies right now are sitting on an order book which is 3 to 5 times of trailing revenue. So everybody's already so much full with work that anyways, when the new ordering happens, we can't be accepting a lot of orders just because of a huge backlog.
Much of the 95,000 crore of pending orders, according to you, will be awarded by the end of this fiscal?
At least the government intends to do that. Now we have to wait and watch how much of it actually translates, because they've floated those contracts. Those are already in the public domain on the NHAI website.
Rohan, you said a lot of companies are sitting on huge order books. So if you could tell us a little about your HAM order book. Have you received financial closure for all your HAM projects, and your 10,000 crore revenue for FY19 with 17-18% margins, is that at risk?
No, the revenue that we have guided for is, that the target is still intact. The top line and bottom line, we are very confident that we'll achieve it. In terms of our total HAM order book, we have 12 projects, which has an EPC value about 12,500 crores. So, and those projects are also in good situation. We have already done financial closure for 8 of them, and 3 of them we have in principle approval, and 1 we will receive the in principle very soon as well. So it's at a very high level closure as well. And
you haven't received any money from SHREM yet?
No, SHREM, last year we've received about 570 crores on the Bilcon balance sheet last year, and until this financial year, till now, we've received about 200 crores or so of money from SHREM.